Can anyone stop the Duke Blue Devils? Cooper Flag is tearing it up. They just put a beat down on Alabama. Are they destined to win the national championship? We're going to get into that. I've got a lot of MLB strong opinions and takes to talk about as well, and some NFL free agency news. Let's get into it. What is up, everyone, and welcome into the weekly huddle where I give strong and sometimes controversial takes and opinions on anything in the world of sports. This is a fun show that we do every Monday, so thanks for joining us. Our first question, the one in the thumbnail, can anyone stop the Duke Blue Devils? Well, if you're a follower of mine, you know who I think is gonna win the national championship already. But can Duke do it? No, they will not. That's the answer to that question. They play a Houston team that is fantastic. Now, we have 4 number 1 seeds for the first time since 2008. These 3 other squads are elite. I mean, all 4 are, but I'm talking about the ones besides Duke that they're going to have to go through. These are going to be the 2 toughest games, obviously, that they've had to play all season long. But the matchup against Houston, we just saw what the Cougars did to a very good Tennessee team. That Vols squad on both sides of the ball was top-notch. Sharp money came in on Tennessee. It didn't matter because the Houston Cougars blew them out. Now, this is a rematch from last year where Houston had their star player hurt. That's not an excuse, just a fact. And Duke went on to win a close one. Difference this year, number one, Houston has the best defense in the nation, literally number 1 in adjusted defense to efficiency, but they also have the offense to go along with it. Now, they play in a lot of low-scoring games, so follow me here. They rank top 10 in adjusted offensive efficiency, and a lot of you might be surprised to learn that they're the 3rd best three-point shooting team in the nation. That is right. So we can expect a low-scoring affair here, but I expect the Houston Cougars to knock off Duke. I took the points, if you're watching this from a sports betting perspective, plus 4.5 right now for Houston. But Houston absolutely a live dog in this one. And let's just say that Duke gets by Houston. Who are they going to have to play in the championship? Auburn, the number 1 outright seed, or Florida, the now trendy pick to win it all? They're going to have to beat Houston and one of those teams. Give me the field all the way. Houston will beat Duke, but if they don't, the answer to the question is Duke will be stopped. Yes, they will. They will not win the national championship. In fact, they will not even make the national championship. How about that? So whether you agree or disagree with my strong takes or opinions, we encourage you to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and comment down below. Do you think Duke's going to win the national championship? Who is your pick? Let us know down in the comments. This is supposed to be a fun and engaging video, so thank you all. We would like to send a special shout out to all the new and current subscribers. And if you don't know already, I sell sports betting picks. There'll be a link down in the description below for that if you want to get involved and elevate your sports betting game. So we would like to thank the new clients that we are now helping make money as well. And a quick disclaimer that this video is for entertainment purposes only. You must be 21 or older to bet in the U.S. And please gamble responsibly. Without further ado, I have some hot takes and strong opinions in Major League Baseball, so let's get right into that. So if you're wondering who the best winless team in baseball is, I have the answer for you, and it's not even close. That would be the Atlanta Braves. Now, it is Overreaction Monday in Major League Baseball. Oh my gosh, the Braves just got swept by in 4 games in San Diego. What is going on? And I'm here to tell you that the Braves are going to be just fine. In fact, I'll go a step further. Atlanta, my early pick to win the World Series in 2025. Now, conversely, there's overreactions the other way. The Dodgers will not go 162-0. I promise you. They're off to a 5-0 start, and that's great. They actually play the Braves. That's going to be a great series starting tonight with the Braves as a heavy underdog. That may be a value play. Just a little tidbit for you there. But let me tell you why I like the Braves so much. This is already an all-star lineup. From top to bottom, they can do serious damage. And as I'm saying this, they have not scored a run in their past 2 games, and they faced the minimum amount of batters against Nick Pivetta and the Padres on Sunday. 2 terrible performances. Nonetheless, this is a 162-game season, and everything will be fine. So Atlanta fans, just relax because your Braves are going to be really good. So this is an all-star lineup, but they are also going to get Ronald Acuna back. They're going to get catcher Sean Murphy back. That's going to make this lineup even better than it already is, not to mention that ace Spencer Strider had a rehab start down in the minors, and he will soon be back with the team. So the Braves looking good at 0-4, by far the best winless team in baseball. But let's talk about some other things here. Rafael Devers. Now, we saw Jacob deGrom. He looked great and good for him after his second Tommy John surgery. But Rafael Devers, he was so upset because he didn't get to play third base. That was his position. Obviously, Alex Bregman came over from the Astros and he lost it. Well, Rafael Devers 0 for 16 with 12 Ks to start the season. I might as well be batting because that's how bad it is right now. And he's not the only one. Luis Arraez, 0 for 13. This is the back-to-back batting champ. He's had the best batting average in back-to-back seasons. He doesn't even have a hit. He's 0 for 13 for San Diego. Both players are going to be fine, but those are some eye-popping starts, terrible starts. Let's get into some fantastic starts, and that would be the New York Yankees, the first team in MLB history to hit 3 home runs on the first 3 pitches of a game. That was fantastic, and it came against their former pitcher, Nestor Cortez. Now, the Yankees have 15 total home runs already through 3 games, and it makes you think, what are we doing here with the torpedo bat? So if you don't know, this is a new bat that the Yankees and other players around the league are using. The torpedo bat, it adds some extra wood around the barrel and maybe a little corking, a little metal in there because, no, I'm just kidding about that. But the torpedo bat, a lot of players are going to start to use this because balls are flying out of the ballpark with it. So Yankees look fantastic. Braves, gonna be great. Your 2025 World Series champs. Who do you think is gonna win the World Series this year? Let me know down in the comments. As we wrap things up, we're going to get to some quick NFL free agency news. As we know, the NFL, a year-round business. And one thing that made me laugh earlier in the week, so Russell Wilson signed with the Giants, a disaster of an organization. But one thing he said in his press conference was, this is an organization that knows how to win. And I literally laughed out loud. The Giants are the most embarrassing front office maybe in the history of the NFL. They have so many stars that are now starring for other teams that they've let go. Saquon Barkley, we all know about him, but there are several other players that are making serious impressions and dominating the NFL that the Giants just let walk. And they chose Daniel Jones, who is a flop, and now they're stuck holding the bag. And so it just was an absolute joke when Russell Wilson said this is an organization that knows how to win, because now the Giants have an average quarterback and they're looking at another terrible season. Aaron Rodgers to the Steelers. I said it in the last show. It looks like it's going to be a done deal, and that makes Pittsburgh an automatic Super Bowl contender. I know that he hasn't done great. He got hurt 2 years ago, and then this year was kind of a bust. But I think Aaron Rodgers has a little bit left in the tank. And remember, the Steelers signed DK Metcalf, and we know about that defense. So let's get Aaron Rodgers signed on the dotted line and playing for the Steelers. And then outlawing the tush push. What do we think about that, guys? It was hitting like 96% of the time in 2024. The Super Bowl champion Eagles, absolutely automatic with Jalen Hurts, who, by the way, can squat like 600 pounds. But looks like we're getting rid of that in the NFL. What do you think about that? What do you think of Giants fans? Are you happy with the Russell Wilson acquisition? And where do you think your team is headed? We also have the NFL draft coming up. I will do a show diving deeper into that, but we are out of time on Monday. I gave you so many great things to talk about. So whatever you want to drop in the comment section, feel free. Remember to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Thanks again for watching, everyone, and we will see you next week.